On this episode, I talk about eBay item description hacks and also how to get the biggest bang for your buck. This is Dave, and welcome to the SVA Card Collectors Podcast. What is up? What is going on, everyone? Dave at SVA Card Collectors. What a lovely week it's been. Lovely. Not if you're a Jet fan, but most of you aren't. Most of you are smart and you cheer for other teams who do well and actually care about their sport. Or just care about life in general. I think they're just miserable people over it. But let's get off of that topic. So, what's going on, guys? You could see that the hobby is starting to slow down a little bit. You're seeing prices dropping dramatically in some areas, and we'll talk about some things where we can, take advantage of that. But before we get started, guys, we have the Facebook Live tonight. Make sure you join my Facebook group, SVA Baseball. I think I put Baseball Card Collectors, but really it's just card, but it's SVA Baseball Card Collectors. You have to be part of the group to get into the Zoom. And from there, we talk about a little bit of everything. Try to get everyone involved in all different sports. So more and more people are trying to get me into soccer. It's just not going to happen. I don't care. This stupid ball with a goal the size of a house, and people still can't get it in. What's the matter with you people? Just kick it in. Anyway, so what's being released this week? I missed Panini Black. That was a couple days ago. But today you're getting Panini Contenders Optic Basketball. If there was a sports card that I hate, it's these stupid Contenders. Everything looks like a little ticket. Oh, a little ticket. And then they said, you know what? Let's make it fancy. Let's make it chrome-like. And let's call it Optic. I don't want none of that. I don't want any part of it. Yuck. Some people like that crap. So there you go. You got that coming. You got Panini Select Euro Soccer. I'll say that it's coming out. And we're going to go, I'm going to just go real quick. This is from Cardboard Connection. We also have, and that's coming out on tomorrow. On Friday, you have Panini Chronicles Baseball, another card that I don't like. I don't like the way they look. And also I don't like the way they look, plus they don't have the logo, so that's a double yuck for me. I'll give it yuck ratings. And the Panini National Treasures Collegiate Football, those are beautiful cards, really nice looking cards. They're still in their college uniform. The rookies that came out this year, they don't tend to go for as much. They still go for a pretty penny, but those aren't the cards that people like to collect. So let's just say if a card's going for $1,000, you're looking at $500 to $400 when everything's all said and done on that card. Half to maybe even less than half, depending on how hyped the guy is. That's what I see. I'm sure they'd be like, no, Dave, there's something. But I just, maybe it's like 75% to 50% of value of a regular national treasure with the real logo, NFL logo on there. But I would say even less than that I've seen. So those are the stuff that's coming out. Now, if you go to Panini Direct, they'll say, Panini Baseball Chronicles coming soon, and Panini Immaculate NBA Trading Cards coming soon. And they also have First Off the Line 2020 Panini Originals Football, 1 day left before it comes soon, and you guys can get that for $600. And I'll be smacking you upside the head if you buy this for $600, because it's Origins. Next year, it's going to be garbage. In 10 hours, you also can get, like I said, Panini Select, the Euro Soccer, and that's going for $600. If you think I'm not buying the Origins for $600, I'm definitely buying Panini Select Fufu Soccer cards for $600. But it'll probably be more worth it than those Origins ones. You also have 7 days left for Panini Zenith, which is another card that a box you can get for $600. All in all, the cards do look nice. In all the Origins and the Zenith, they're just not going to have the resale value, and they're just not going to be worth it, guys. Don't waste your money on the boxes. Go after them singles. So we got that. Last week, football looks like Arizona's the real deal. Looks like St. Louis is also the real deal as well. Goff is playing great. A lot of players there. I'm not going to know their names, so I'm not going to pretend that I know them and then go, oh, you should get their cards. I would say this, though. If you go on StarStock, if you go on Comp, and you like that day trading type atmosphere, trading their base cards for St. Louis, guys, the running back, guys, I'm pleading ignorance with their names, but those type of trading and is fun, and you can make a couple of bucks. You're not going to make a killing, I'll tell you that right now, but maybe make $2-3. Maybe buy 3 or 4, cards of theirs, and they have a good game or two, and then you're able to cash out. That's the type of thing that I think StarStock and ComC is great at. StarStock more because you can actually get the cards sooner. Comp, you're going to have to wait 3 to 4 months because they just don't want to give you your cards. They're like, no thanks. So you have that. A lot of people coming down to earth in football, and you're seeing spikes in play, because there's games that are going on, so you're going to see spikes. And now it's starting to become somewhat of a normal cycle. Price is still high for the really, really good guys. But all in all, I think it's just a regular football season, to be honest with you. But the high end is a little bit higher than it was last year. New England looks like the real deal. Yeah, I know they lost, but they're winning that division. I don't care about Buffalo. I have no faith in Josh Allen. So I think they're going to do it. Vegas, Derek Carr. Now you had Vegas Dave, who sold the Trout for $1 million. He was all over Derek Carr. And I bought one Topps Chrome rookie of his for $12. I know it's like doubled in value or even more. He's playing really well. They look good. They go win it all now, but they do look good. Kansas City looked a little, but I got plenty of faith that they're going to be there at the end. Aaron Rodgers is doing his thing. Drew Brees, even though people are starting to, I think he's got 5 yards per pass attempt, per whatever that stat is. They're saying that he's going down a little bit. He looks fine to me. Tampa Bay with Tom Brady, he's going to be there. They're going to be in the playoffs. I don't care what anyone says, unless everyone gets hurt. And even then, you got Tom Brady. He's taking anti-aging pills or something. I don't know. I'm real funny here. Anti-aging pill. Yuck. I just yuck myself. That's a yuck for me. And no one was going to want to win that. The East, the Cowboys, I don't know what the Falcons were thinking. They did an onside kick at the end. Falcons were up. Dallas does an onside kick, and the Falcon guys just look at it, the ball. So obviously, when you do an onside kick, it's got to go past 10 yards. They can't stack the sides like they used to. You can go one side, you had a whole bunch of guys. Now it's just stupid and really difficult to do an onside kick. But when you have the Falcons wait until the ball gets to the 10-yard line and then try to jump on it, but there was already Cowboy guys there, that's just stupid. Falcons could have jumped right on it before it hit the 10. It's got to go past 10 yards, and then the Cowboys can try to recover. Falcons could have recovered it before then, and they just didn't want to. They just were like, you know what, we'll just wait. And Cowboys eke out a win. my wife's uncle was saying, "Oh, the Cowboys are going to be 0-2. I want to watch them lose," and then they did that. So nobody wants to win that division, I don't think. And so I think it'll be a fun football season, and I think it's going to be a lot of people. People's cards are going to go up and down for a rhyme and reason. There will be rhyme and reason. They'll have one good game, and people start buying their cards, and then people will start selling them. And by the middle of the week, everyone's going to forget who this guy is. And I think it'll be fun to do that. As long as you're not spending a crap load of money and you're not buying any Jets. Just make sure you don't buy any Jets. I don't think you have to worry about that, but just steer clear. That's all I got to say about that. Now, baseball playoffs is upon us very, very soon. Right now, oh, come on. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. I'm going to break this thing. Right now, I'm going to go over the series, like what they're supposed to be right now, what it is as of today, Wednesday. So you have the Rays playing the Blue Jays, the White Sox playing the Indians, the Athletics playing the Astros, and the Twins versus the Yankees, Dodgers versus Phillies, Cubs versus Reds, Braves versus Cardinals, Padres versus the Marlins, which is crazy that the Marlins are going to be in the playoffs or should be in the playoffs. That's just nuts. It really is. I think I don't think there's any clear-cut winner, clear-cut team that's outside of the Dodgers that look like, hey, they're going to be a problem. I don't see anyone winning, especially in the AL. I think the White Sox are weak too. Yeah, they have a lot of great hitters, but they're young. They haven't been in the playoffs, which may work out to their benefit. Athletics it seems like the Athletics, Indians, and Twins, they just all find a way to lose. Maybe this is the year they break out. Twins usually do really bad against the Yankees. I'm not jinxing it. They're a good team. They got a ton of power, so I'm not thinking that at all, but it just tends to be that way. I would suggest, guys, selling your cards, maybe running auctions ending the day before or the day of these games, or maybe the second game, unless you feel very confident in a team getting through. These are best of 3 series. It's a crapshoot. That's what I would be doing. If you're looking to sell your baseball cards, that's the route I would take with those. Now, we're going to go with a little eBay tip, and I'm going to... Somebody, well, they didn't make a boo-boo, but it's something that I've been noticing more and more that people have been doing, and maybe they've been doing it all along, and I just haven't noticed. But when you are buying cards, especially raw cards on eBay, you have... When you're looking at it, you have an item description, which is where they write, someone can type something in and they say, hey, this card is good, or it's got a nick here, or they don't write anything. They just say, there's like a standard thing. Hey, they give a couple of things that come standard that they just throw into the item description eBay automatically. But they also have an about this item, and that's really more for the back end of eBay, and that's helps them put this card where it should go. But there's also information in there, and a lot of times you can tell people copy and paste. They do on eBay. There's on the app you can sell like English, Dave, English. If you're looking to sell a Pete Alonso card, what you would do is you would look it up on eBay. You would find a listing that's the same as yours, and you would sell one like this one. Sometimes people don't really pay attention, and in the about this item, they'll have a totally different player's name. in that portion of it. And that's because people continuously just they see the picture, it says Alonso, and maybe the title description is fine, but that back end, that about this item, was never changed properly. So one thing that's important is to make sure that that has the correct name, because if you put Pete Alonso and it says Eloy Jimenez on there, it may show up on if someone's typing Eloy Jimenez, your Pete Alonso might show up. And if it shows up and it makes an impression, people are going to go, well, I want Eloy. I don't want stupid Alonso. And so they're going to scroll past it. And the more people that scroll past it and don't even click on it, the lower the ranking of that card or of your listing you're going to get. So be careful of that, because if you post something, and let's just say you have a bunch of them, you have 5 Pete Alonsos, and they all have that stupid Eloy Jimenez, you'll be ranked at the bottom. And you go, why am I ranked at the bottom? How is this stupid eBay logarithm doesn't, work for me? That may be one of the reasons. Now, we're talking about that, and a lot of times you'll see condition. And the condition, there's 2 avenues that you can use it, the good and the bad. So you can see a condition of a sports card, and it'll say like new, let's just say. And it says the item looks as if it was just taken out of the shrink wrap, no visible wear. All facets of the item are flawless and intact. Let's just say it's not centered properly, or the edges are a little messed up, and you get the card. And you go, this isn't like new. Look at the edges. Now you're buying a raw card. There is no guarantee you're going to get a PSA 10. But you go, item is not as described. It's not like new. And you're going to win. That's the jerk-off way to do it. Now, one way to protect yourself if you're selling raw cards is to change that condition to very good. And make sure that you have that in that item description. Because then people go, hey, this card is no good. The card, she's no good for me. I'm looking at it. It's not scented correctly. It's not this. You know how they all come up, and you go, hey, I put in the item description very good. And if you put it in the about this item, it will automatically go into the item description that you can type in. So it will be there. And so even if you forget to do it in the item description, if you put it in the about this item, it's one less thing that someone has on you. And you need to check that out, because a lot of times people sell the cards where they don't think they're going to get PSA 10s. And they put that very good mark on there. They don't say nothing. Sometimes they'll even take it out of the item description. They'll just say, hey, this is the card. Make sure you look at the picture. But in that about the description, about this item, you see it. It'll be there. It says very good. Be careful of that. I'm noticing that more and more. I would do that as well. It's different in like an electronic item or in other things that you're trying to sell on eBay that are not sports card related. Those people look at those more and are priced accordingly. For baseball cards, they're not. They're going to price them as if it's just a raw card and they want to sell it. And if you don't pay attention, that's on you. I have it as described. If you want me to, you can return it. It's not a problem, but I'm not paying for the shipping. And that may be one way that they can do it. Now, there's always something, some way, somehow that the buyer can try to get his money back, and eBay sides with them. But that's not a trick, but it's labeling the item properly. If you don't think that is going to get a PSA 10 and you put it very good, you're actually doing a service. You're saying, hey, these guys aren't, they may not be going a PSA 10. I'm looking at an item now, And on the description that they write, they said, hey, you're going to receive the cards as shown. If you're looking for PSA 10, don't buy raw cards, buy a PSA 10. I'm not guaranteeing nothing. But they put condition like new. So if I was a jerk, and they have on their item description near mint to mint, if I was a jerk and I go to eBay, I go, man, I saw an item description about this item. It says like new. I saw the item description near mint to mint. I don't know which one to go by. So I thought it was like new. And they look new on the pictures. They didn't really say, hey, this, there was a dot here or there. Well, I just want my money back. Who do you think they're going to side with? Exactly. So be careful about that. If that condition about the item is very good, they're going to go, hey, man, it says very good. The guy wrote on the description, hey, this is near mint. This is not a mint card. You're not going to get this, graded. He gave you the cards that are shown. Now, you can just completely lie and show different cards, but again, it would be much harder to get your money back. So just be careful of that. Watch out for it. There's your eBay tip. That's brought to you by no one. Because just no one. Moving right along. So I was talking about some cards. We talked about, 2 weeks ago, we were talking about buying raw cards. But sometimes you'll buy the singles of, let's just say we'll keep with Pete Alonso because I'm just looking at his cards. And you go just to buy his base card, and it costs like $8 to $10. You then go to look at the complete set of their cards. For that, let's just say it's 2019 Topps Series 2, and you're looking for his base card. And I don't know what the base card goes for at this time. I just don't know. Raw. So let's just say it goes for $10, but you see that the set goes for $30. And you go, well, that also has Eloy Jimenez, that has Vladimir Guerrero, that has Tatis Jr., and you add those all up, and if you were to buy those cards, it comes out to $50 or $40 or whatever the case may be, and you go, oh, well, I might as well just get the complete set. And some people don't realize that, and you're seeing that more and more. Not in all the cards, but look at that. And the reason why I say you should get the complete set is because how many times has a rookie come out that everyone goes back to look at their cards and go, let me see if I got this guy. Some people we do, some people we don't. I know 2018 is the gift that keeps on giving because of Bieber. Good old Bieber from Cleveland. I wish I had them graded to PSA 10s because they were over $100. I have 4 of them. I would have thrown them away. I would have, if I was back in the day, not thrown them away, but I wouldn't have taken care of them. But I knew, hey, I should pay attention to these rookie cards because maybe something might happen and he starts playing well, and then I have their cards and I can sell them. Happens a lot. So right now, I think you have 2 good opportunities, and they're both Heritage, 2018 and 2019, where you can do that. I was really surprised about 2018, but those prices on PSA 10 have dropped dramatically. They were going for $100, $150 for PSA 10s for Acuna and Soto. They were really going up there. They have since gone down a significant amount. You can get a Gleyber Torres for $30. You can get an Acuna at $60. Same thing for Soto. The buy it nows are still remaining high because they think they're going to go back up. But if they go for auction, they're hitting that $67 range. 2019 Topps Heritage high number, those have dropped dramatically. Most of them are going for $20, $30. Keston Hero is going down. I saw as low as 10, which is insane. You should be buying those all day at 10. He's not having that great of a year. But guys, this is a sophomore slump in a pandemic with 60 games. I have faith that that he'll do better, or at least his card will start building up value again when spring training comes along, because people are going to have faith that they think he's going to do better. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., you have Pete Alonso, all going for $20, less than $20 for a PSA 10. I would be looking at the action cards as well. Those are going for $60, $70 as well. That's where the cards where you can get a lot more value. I told you guys, and it's already happening now in September. You maybe even be able to get better deals as the months go on. The bubble has burst, and there's a lot of cards that are going down. Yes, because of play, but again, you're in a 60-game shortened season where a lot of people are getting injured. They didn't have the spring training like you typically would. It's just not a great season for a second-year player, and I think you guys should be jumping all over these guys. And I would be buying their sets, buying them raw, because someone might be popping out. Like that? A little pop out right there. So those are the cards that I think you guys should be looking for and targeting. I know I will, so you better not fight me for it, you bastards. No, I don't have the money right now. I gotta sell too many cards. And I have to get money, so I sell cards so I have money so I can pay for the PSA grading. Another thing that happened to me that I should have, separate. I said that I sold stuff on Amazon. And I tried a private label product, which is basically, I bought something from China. I put my company name on it, and I sold it, and I sold it on Amazon. I came from China. I came on a boat. I already pre-packed. I had them in a box. I sent it straight to Amazon. I didn't even see it. Went straight to the warehouse, and and I sold it. I did some ads on there on Amazon to try to get them sold. The first time I did pretty well. The second time I waited too long, so I didn't replenish it properly, and I lost my rank. And then I just, because of how much money I had to pay for ads, and I fell off of it. But I sold over $20,000 worth of stuff, and I also was thrifting. I was buying stuff at Target. I was doing a lot of different things. If you think I'm scatterbrained now, I was buying whatever I could resell. So I would go to Target and buy soup, buy food products because I was ungated in them, meaning that I could sell on Amazon. I bought Legos, which is a difficult one to be ungated in. So I was able to do that. So I had a whole bunch of stuff. Nike, I was able to sell sneakers on there. So I was doing okay. I didn't make that much money at all. But the man, I didn't record anything though. I just was like, I'm doing this for fun, whatever. And I just didn't put anything on my taxes just because I'm a dope. Well, I think over 20,000, they report that income. And I got a bill saying I owe $9,000 from Mr. IRS. My wife was not happy. She yelled at me. She said, "You're an idiot." And for the most part, she's correct. But I do remember a lot of people saying, including her, and she'll deny it, I was like, wait, we're gonna include this in the taxes. You're playing around. Yeah, you're selling soup. We're gonna tell them, how much money you made. Nothing. You probably lost money. And so, I would say this: if you've gotten or collected more than 20,000, I would declare that on your personal your tax return. But also, guys, it's important, which I did do. I did keep my receipts. Well, if it was last year, I would be in trouble. But it wasn't. It was 2 years ago. I kept all my receipts. I had everything, so I should be okay. I still have to pay something, but it won't be anywhere near the 8,000 to 9,000 range. But it does happen. So make sure that you write everything down that you bought. It's very important. So you have all your expenses. And look, if you traveled, that's an expense. If you have bought boxes to ship this stuff in, bubble wrap, those are expenses. So make sure you do that. It's really important because you don't want to be dealing with this 2 years like I am down the line and having to scramble and give. I do have an accountant. I never had one previously, but since my job, I now have one. I gave it to him, and he looked at it, go, "You're an idiot." And so a lot of people saying I'm an idiot. I can't disagree with them. So guys, just be careful of that. If you don't think the man is going to come, the man is going to come. They're not going to get someone like a billionaire or a bank that steals trillions of dollars. That's okay. If I had $1 trillion and I didn't like put it in my statement, they would be like, "We're good. That's fine." But yeah, the man figures out the little guys like us. So that's all the time I have for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed everything. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you're listening on YouTube, wherever the hell you are, please help me promote the show. We got to get this bigger. I see a lot of guys who are just coming out and they're just killing me, and they stink. They're not as funny as me. That's really what it comes down to. I take it as they're more funny. They're the most funniest, and they're not. And that makes me sad. But guys, SVAcardcollectors.com. Also, download the Flick Chat app. We're very slow in conversations, but once it starts picking up, people really do genuinely help out. And you guys know what to do. Buy some cards, go broke. Later.